The Twin Cities, Minneapolis. That's the scene for the Mavericks. An absolute spark on the hardwood. Luka Doncic oozes creativity, and his side will be feeding off it in this contest as they wind it up for action at the Target Center. Mavs, T-Wolves, it's next. Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. PJ Washington out there with Derek Jones. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. And for Minnesota, McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Well, Grant, a lot of firepower in the building tonight. A couple of teams coming in who cannot be stopped.
Oh, games like this always excite me, B.A. Both teams are playing some of their best basketball right now, so I'm anticipating an uptick in intensity tonight.
Pass to Gafford. It's blocked by Gobert. Edwards against Irving. Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him. Great D that time from Irving. Now Doncic. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Mavericks pull it in. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Such a wide open look.
Prolific from deep. Luka, one of the best in the game right now.
Irving against Edwards. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one.
Good. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Jones. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Doncic outside. Launches it. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
McDaniels inside, working on Jones. McDaniels can't hit.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Jones against McDaniels. Jones, the pass to Doncic. Doncic is doubled. Here's Jones. Money from the wing.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
Outside Conley. Here's Towns. And he buries his first look.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
1:16 left to play in the first. Well, Clark, when you talk about Doncic, he came into the league with a ton of experience under his belt.
Yeah, and I think people undervalue the experience of being a pro at the age of 16. It wasn't the NBA, but it's still professional basketball that he played in Europe. And that seasoning and that competition and that being refined in the fire allowed Doncic to step into the NBA unfazed.
So it's Minnesota now. The Mavs get their last shot to go. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
PJ Washington. First personal foul. First 2 foul. At the line for your TimberWolves, Jaden McDaniel.
And it's tied up with that one.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
Doncic passes to Lively. Washington outside. Over Towns. And it's Washington missing.
Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Edwards.
Edwards does not back down. Even if it means taking physically hard contact, he's fearless.
At the line for your TimberWolves, Anthony Edwards.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And the Mavericks making a change here. And both free throws good for Edwards.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's Doncic. And no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Oh, good close cut.
9, the Mavericks. 7, 6.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the TimberWolves, guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the TimberWolves 5. Here's Exum. Well, this is the first of 2 consecutive games between these teams. These mini-series are becoming a fixture in the NBA regular season.
You're right, but it adds a real sense of excitement. You know, no team wants to drop 2 straight games to the same opponent, so the tension's a little higher than usual.
And he makes a first. He's perfect from the line this time. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Gobert with it. No points yet. Outside McDaniels. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Doesn't go that time. Oh, good D by Edwards. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Well, Grant, some think of Gobert as just a defensive specialist, but he's proven to be more than that.
Yeah, but
Oh, Rudy on the lob.
Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. 6-point game. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, absolutely an offensive focal point is Luka Doncic, a high usage rate, but he said, quote, "It's basketball. This is my work. It's amazing. Every night I step on the court, it's fun for me." Brian, he loves it so much. He said in the past, quote, "I couldn't live without this game." Back to you.
All right, Ali, thank you. Here's McDaniels. Lively grabs the miss. And Dallas with possession. Here's Exum. And he buries his first look.
it was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Conley. Gobert. Oh, a nasty putback. What timing from Gobert.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Edwards against Hardaway. A minute 29 left in the first half. Here's a look at some stats for Kyrie Irving. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint. Just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Washington's checked in for Dallas. Irving comes in for Exum.
You know, you look at Hardaway Jr. right now. I think efficiency is everything. Should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little bit more.
The Mavericks trailing. Doncic outside. Pass to Washington. Hardaway with it from deep. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. There's 57 seconds left in the second. Morris against Doncic. Morris right side. Good D by Doncic. The Mavericks have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. From the arc. The Luka 3. Money.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Irving. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Doncic. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Hardaway, guarded by Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway, the pass to Washington. Good work defensively by Towns.
Showing great intent.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. That about wraps it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. P.J. Washington out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like seeing Gobert use the shot fake because it's an effective way to get the defenders into the paratroopers club.
And he drops the first. And with players like Moran and Giannis last season getting undercut around the rim, would you support moving the charge circle out a foot, Grant?
You know, B.A., that's a good idea. I mean, I don't see why not. The league wants more highlights and less injuries, so it seems to make a lot of sense to me.
Both good from the line that time.
You know, he gets there so often. Gobert would like to make these at a higher clip.
Doncic passes to Gafford. Pass to Washington. Releases from 15. And he gets the jumper to drop. Washington's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Clever dribble move by Washington. Threw off the defender there.
Doncic against Conley. from 12 feet. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Offensive board. Gafford. He's off on the layup. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
After their big trade with Rudy Gobert, it's taken a while for the Wolves to gel. Gobert said, quote, "It just comes with the time and trust. Basketball is never perfect, but we can punish all kinds of defenses by making the right play and finding the open man. With that mindset, we are going to keep getting better. I'm confident in our abilities." Brian?
Well, that's the way you have to look at it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Conley. It's good.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
The Mavericks have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Irving. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Conley against Doncic. The shot by Conley, no good.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
It's blocked by Gobert.
He's led the league in blocks before. No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Gafford against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Over Jones. The kick out to Conley. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3. Conley's got 5.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
And Dallas calls time here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Mike Conley. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Gafford. Green comes in for Jones. Hardaway's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Hardy in for Doncic.
A physical player when he gets close to the rim. Washington wasn't going to be denied of the bucket there.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Now here's Gobert. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
Excellent mobility right there. I like when Gobert rolls to the rim with that aggression.
Outside Hardaway. Fires top of the key. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Anderson. Again, the Timberwolves score.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
The Mavericks have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. Hardaway with it, picked up by Reed. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Looking at a player like Tim Hardaway Jr., you don't have to encourage him to fire away, Clark.
Yeah, he's a guy who's always hunting his shot, looking to let it fly from deep, and for good reason. He's an excellent 3-point shooter.
And the first one at the line is good. Hardaway hits them both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's McLaughlin. No points so far. Pass to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Hardaway. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
Hardaway hits them both. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back.
The Mavericks, 28.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Green against McDaniels. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Irving. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Irving's got his first points of the night.
Kyrie can score under any conditions. That guy just knows how to get it in the basket.
Towns taking his time here. Pass to Conley. Hangs in the air. And he sinks the layup. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Irving. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
You know, there's really no defense for this. Irving relishes, actually thoroughly enjoys scoring against tight defense.
Edwards, the pass to Reed. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Back to Irving. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. And Doncic launches from deep. And that misses. That would have put him up. And Towns has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Shot is good by Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
For Dallas, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Doncic finds Gafford. Throw it down on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Pass to Reed. Now McDaniels. Clock at 4. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Save McDaniels, what a moment. Huge bucket there.
And Dallas calls time here. They're down by 4. 1:35 left in the 4th quarter. All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, you know, he kept out-dueling the defense over and over. No matter how hard they worked to keep up with him, it didn't faze him. His shooting percentage clearly reflects how unstoppable he was.
Gobert's checked in for Reed. Washington's checked in for Dallas. Jones comes in for Green. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You can see the players love the message. They look fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Gobert calling for the ball in moments like these. Big-time games under his belt.
Now Doncic. Again, Dallas.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Edwards with it. Gafford picks him up. And it's good.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
From deep, here's Doncic. Again, Doncic missing.
He's got a nice feel for the crossover, but you still have to finish it off.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First team foul.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Gafford comes to help. And here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. And so they foul intentionally.
Jones. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your TimberWolves, Anthony Edwards.
Good on the first. And that puts him up 5.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE. You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Again, Doncic missing. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Dallas. They're trailing by 8. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
.23 seconds left in the game. Here's Kleba. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Morris deciding where to go with it. So we see the TimberWolves get the win here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
Just wanted to have a good defensive game, you know, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back because these guys are very talented and we did a great job.